finished the story.
And it's time. It's time for the main event. Woo! Not getting boring that yet, though, is it? It's not. It's not. So when we get the little clip on mics, it's going to sound really better. Be able to whisper it, and everybody be able to hear it.
It sounds crisp and clear.
Oh
ASMR.
yes. Yeah, the fellas will be doing ASMR soon. Watch. Not on purpose. I'm sitting there slugging my coffee while we're talking, and everybody will be hearing it. So yeah, if once you see a little clip on mic here, if you're triggered by noises, let me know.
Yeah.
But yes, it is that time of the week again. The fellas have returned for their weekly main event episode after a very good pay-per-view and an excellent Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
If you tuned in with us, thank you for joining us. If you didn't, where were you? No excuses. If you want to be excused, we need a handwritten letter from your mum or your dad.
Yeah, in the Discord.
Thank you.
We've got a Discord
fellas,
now, by the way.
Yes, we do have a Discord by now. It's in the link below. Go tap in it, join the fellas' community. All the latest stuff from us will be coming in there. You might even see some of the stuff we discussed about on Saturday night coming in there soon. So,
yeah,
join the Discord. But fellas, how are we doing?
Oh, good, mate. I've got a bit of a headache today. I took tablets before we started coming on, so hopefully it clears. But apart from that, I'm all good, mate. All good.
Good. You two have just given me a headache talking about your industry eliminator.
Oh, he's crying because his favourites haven't. If
you want to see why they've given me a headache and see if you agree, go and watch the videos and leave a comment if you think people are missing or they've put things in the wrong order. Let the people decide.
I'll tell you what, if we have, cry more. That's what I'm saying.
Cry me a river.
Cry me a river. Okay. Do your own.
No, don't. Stay with us. It's fine.
Do your own. Send it me. I'll edit it and put it on our channel so you can watch it.
Yes. But Ted, how you doing, mate?
I am emotionally drained after Raw last night. So
we'll get into that a little bit later on.
Aye.
Kofi Xavier, I'm coming for you.
Thought I'd never say that about Xavier as well.
Oh, mate, Xavier Mania, dead. Just gonna throw that out there now. Xavier Mania, it's dead. I'm off the bandwagon.
He's off the wagon.
Oh, he's done it.
For kayfabe, I am, but no, Xavier Mania's still on, mate.
We'll still be happy.
Yeah.
I won't.
We've been doing it from day one, so.
Yes, yeah. Still there, but for kayfabe, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Yes.
Xavier with the world title.
Bill is keeping the kayfabe alive.
Or Intercontinental. Either way, just a title would be nice. Not a speed title. Thanks, Trips.
Anyway. We had a really good Survivor Series.
Yeah, we did. Good night, that. Enjoyed that night with you.
Really good night. Really, really good night.
I've educated myself with some wrestling as well, so.
He's already a bit.
Go back and watch the live. You might have to stick around for a bit, but somebody really rattled Matt. Ted rattled. Somebody else rattled.
I've been watching since 1995. Sorry about that, bro.
But yeah, we did educate him, though.
We did, yeah, and then they shut up afterwards. So if you're listening, nightmare.
That was the pipe down moment. But yes, the streams were really good this weekend. Lots of people in, a lot of love shown to us, which we all appreciate. Yeah, and if you ever just watching this and you've never watched one of our streams, the next one will be Friday night with Matthew for SmackDown on TikTok, and then the two fellas will return for NXT Deadline on Saturday as well, here on YouTube and TikTok. So wherever you prefer to watch your streams, we'll be there.
We shall.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to it.
Let's dive in then, Matthew. We've got any news?
A little bit. AEW could be getting a new superstar very soon. But that's what you believe. Every time you see a photo of somebody else from another company with a wrestler from that company, my God. Indy Hartwell has been pictured with Mercedes Moné doing something for a dog shelter. And automatically that means she's joining AEW. So can't wait to see Indy Hartwell buried in the women's division by Mercedes Moné very soon. Looking forward to that. Educate yourself. The Josh Alexander is up as a free agent from February. He has teased several promotions today about where he's going. Obviously, we know it'd probably be WWE or AEW. This is what he had to say. I'd like to go through Twitter like a wave with this NXT TNA relationship, where people were like, we need Josh versus Obafemi, we need Josh versus Chad Gable. Like, exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, bring it on, all this stuff. And I've heard rumblings. I heard rumblings that the NXT thing was going to happen. On a couple of occasions, there was stuff that was legitimately talked about. And for whatever reason, it didn't transpire, and that's unfortunate. But, I mean, you never say never in wrestling. And then when he was talking about, this is on the Chris Van Vliet interview, so if you want to go and watch that, it's out this week, I think, from what I've been told.
It's come out today. I'm going to watch after this.
There you go. About his future, he says, I'd say no about looking for a specific promotion. Just because I'm looking everywhere. Monday's Raw, Tuesday's NXT, Wednesday's Dynamite, Friday's SmackDown, like Thursday's Impact. I'm watching everything with my kids all week long, which is awesome because I get to share this passion with them. But at the same time, I'm watching the product going, looking at NXT, being like, man, me and Ethan Page could tag up again. We could face that tag team. That'd be awesome. Alexander didn't shy away from sharing dream matches he'd like to have if he ends up in WWE. He said, I'd really love to have a match with like Pete Dunne or Gunther, he said, reflecting on WWE's stacked roster. His remarks left fans speculating on whether the former TNA champion might follow in the footsteps of others who made the jump from WWE to TNA from WWE in recent years. While WWE seems to be the tempting option, Alexander acknowledged the allure of AEW and Japan and other promotions. You watch Dynamite, I'm just like, man, I've torn it up with Will Ospreay and Takeshita in the past. Like, I'd sure love to do that on a bigger stage. He also expressed a desire to wrestle Edge, who joined AEW as Adam Copeland, and to check off more names on the bucket list, including Shingo Takagi in Japan. I think
Shingo Takagi.
So I would go down the WWE line myself because of the relationship he has with Ethan Page.
Yeah, I'd love that.
And if he's already spoke to Sean and Trips about coming over originally and it all fell through, then he knows
the intentions there. Don't get me wrong, I think he could do a job on AEW. It'd be really good definitely. For AEW to have him in. But I think the relationship with Ethan depends what Ethan says as well about AEW, because he's really close. He's going to take Ethan's opinion on. But I think that's the sway there. I think his relationship with Ethan Page is going to sway that one more than anything.
Yeah, I agree. And with the Royal Rumble being on the 1st of Feb, free agent from February, if he's in the Royal Rumble, he's signing for WWE, along with Jordan Grace. That's two big stars that TNA are letting go to WWE. Yeah,
so it'll be a scary year next year for TNA. Because any contracts coming up, they're going to question whether they re-sign or not, because they've had the opportunity to work with NXT. Yeah. And then obviously there's not just NXT and WWE out there now. There is, alternates in AEW. And then you've got the likes of Matt Cardona, who's showing you can do it without actually representing a major company. Yeah. So, yeah, I think TNA will be a bit worried.
I don't think they need to be.
I think with contracts coming up, mate, if they're not throwing down decent contracts, I think they've got to be. And they've got some stars that'll be looking to go. They're losing Jordan Grace, probably one of their biggest stars. One of the people.
Division 8 stats as it is.
She carried that company on her back. She was wrestling the men at one point.
After the match of Slamovich, they don't really go anywhere about Rosemary.
Yeah.
Personally.
And that's it. And then, Josh Alexander, I don't know about Moose's contract, but he's had a lot of conversation.
I think.
As he is, and say, because there's been a lot of conversation of Moose wanting to work in WWE, which because of Sean.
Moose signed a new contract at the start of the year.
Did he?
Yeah.
But yeah, the questions of contracts are going to be asked. And the working relationship with NXT's, and obviously being able to work over there and work alongside Sean and Regal and anybody else. It's
And then
not
plus
going to
you got
help
your-
their
On the
cause.
main roster, you've got the TNA originals working on backstage. Pete Williams, Abyss. You got AJ on SmackDown. Motor City Machine Guns on SmackDown. So they've got working relationships with them. Plus, like you said on NXT, you've got Ethan Page sat there who was champs with. So
I'm seeing it. Obviously, you look on the backstage of AEW, you've got Sanjay Dutt, Jerry Lynn. They've got a few of them
Christopher
themselves.
Daniels,
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, so it's, they've got people there each way, but definitely Alexander.
I'd put my money
I'd
on
say,
WWE.
yeah.
I think you've been TNA. You're not TNA in NXT. Sorry, I knew what I wanted to say.
I think that's the only going to be the issue, though. And I know I get it. Right, everybody goes NXT first, and it's whether these guys want to do NXT. Some of them will.
Ethan Page on it, so he'll want
Yeah.
to. He'll want to go and do it with Ethan
Some
Page.
of them will. He probably will do, because, like I say, he wants to link up with Ethan again, unless they move them both up together.
Jordan will go straight to the main roster.
Jordan will go straight to the main roster, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's like the Lucha Bros now. Obviously, they were meant to go up to the main roster, but with what happened with Ray and Molten Machine Guns, were meant to go down to NXT, but it looks like we know they've gone up. Is whether because Penta's now a free agent,
Mm-hmm.
so he's not signed a contract yet with anybody. I wonder if that hangs on, whether he wants to do NXT or main roster as well.
If I was him, I'd get my foot in the door in NXT already and try and get my name out there already with WWE fans. Because if that's where you're going to go with Ray, and you both said, right, that's where we're going to go, but Ray's doesn't finish till next summer, for example. I don't know when it is, but next summer,
Sure.
then you'd think you'd want to go to NXT, get your name out there, get people to know who you are. Maybe win a singles title in the run to it, and then when Ray comes in, boom, you're in a tag team. But then the only issue then is, then Penta thinks, do you know what? Do I need Ray? I'm better than that. I'm a single star now.
Well, it's it. They've both.
It's his brother, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, when you look at brother tag teams, so like the Young Bucks, Matt and Jeff, to a degree, they can do it on their own, but they work better as well. They're more over when they're the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, they are.
Penta and Phoenix did a lot of work separately for a long time.
Jeff's over more than Matt.
Matt needs Jeff.
Yeah, Matt needs Jeff more than Jeff needs Matt. Jeff can do it on his own no matter what. Even
unless they let Matt be broken Matt Hardy. The only time Matt Hardy's over is when he's broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
True.
But Penta and Phoenix, they did it on their own for a very long time.
Yeah, they did.
They actually feuded, I think, at one point. My memory casts.
Usos now. Usos broke up. Jay's got his own.
Yeah,
What, Matt and Jeff, do you mean? Feuded?
No, Penta and Ray.
Penta and Ray.
Back in AAA or something, I'm sure they've probably had a feud somewhere down the line.
Was it Lucha Underground?
Or Lucha Underground or something like that, yeah. They've probably feuded. Penta, he's had world titles in Lucha Underground, AAA. Yeah. TNA. So, I'll have to wait and see. But like I said, I don't know when Phoenix is back. I think obviously the contract extension will start when his injury. When his injury is completely healed.
I think it. At the moment, it's saying spring, summer. I think when I read the other week.
Crazy though. If he came back, Tony Khan started to book him because obviously still as paid star. Booked him, and then Phoenix went, you know what? I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
Penta's like, huh?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Staying on AEW, they didn't have a great week last week. Now I know we spoke about this when you were John about ratings and stuff, that the bounce I don't it's not something that you don't look into as a TV writer. You look into the ratings to see how you're doing. But last week's show drew the smallest numbers they've had this year. They drew 536,000. NXT beat it by 200,000, and it wasn't even a special show. Obviously, Raw, they're not going to go up anywhere near Raw or SmackDown at the moment. SmackDown and Raw are fighting between themselves, which one gets more. But they got 536,000 viewers with a 0.15 rating in the key 18 to 49 demographic. This marks a massive decrease in viewership from last week's episode, which attracted 640. This week's episode of Dynamite saw Brody King crush Darby Allin in the Continental Classic. Jamie Hayter advancing in the Wrestle Dynasty tournament.
I see you've just said two things there, and I'll be really honest. And people who watched us for a while know I like AEW, and I watch it probably a little bit more than I do WWE. The tournaments, I couldn't give a shit about these two tournaments. They're killing momentum. They kill momentum. It's like when the King of Ring tournament's on. I couldn't really care about that either. I'm not really asked about them. And when you've got two shows literally revolving around this tournament. It's not even a knockout style tournament. It's like he took the New Japan Super Juniors
G1
tournament, the G1, and doing it that way. Do a knockout style tournament.
Classic you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a knockout
then you got
style
another
tournament
with the women. The Wrestle Dynasty tournament.
Which I just, but yeah, he's killing his momentum. So obviously we can only talk about viewerships over here. If you don't have Triller, you don't watch it live.
We say it all the time. That AEW's issue over here is they haven't got a streaming service. And when WWE goes to Netflix, and SmackDown and Raw go to Netflix, TNT are obviously losing out. There's a prime spot now. I mean, I don't think TNT would, personally, just because they'll look at ratings and go, it's not really worth it. Although...
But it's they already own...
No, that's what I was about to say. That's literally what I was about to say then. They already own. So, they could do and just put it on and see it grow in the UK. Grows in the UK, the market gets bigger, the streaming services becomes a demand. But then the only issue with that is, will they stop Triller over here? And then we've got to pay separate for pay-per-views.
That's the only thing. I think that's where they kill himself. I do think a streaming service, they've got enough content in the vault between AEW now and Ring of Honor to create a good streaming service.
I wouldn't say 5 years of content, and like it's
not WWE Network level streaming service, but a beginning of a good one.
But if you look at Ring of Honor, though, Ring of Honor's been going on since what, in 2000?
Yeah,
2000. And you're bound to Tony's bound to have bought rights to certain superstars. They can show matches.
A lot of them superstars kept their own rights. A lot of them were quite clever businessmen.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. So promotions that WWE haven't got their hands on, they could say, right, okay, well, can we show you on this, and we'll, a bit.
So you've got all the Ring of Honor stuff. You could probably, I'd probably go out on a limb and say Young Bucks probably own a lot of rights to their old matches in like PWG and stuff like that. So you could make like a best of the Young Bucks, and it's matches that you can't find anywhere because the companies have closed down. Stuff
that
like
PWG footage, if someone could get the rights to that and put it on a streaming platform, it will fucking bang because everyone wants to watch those matches.
Yeah, because these are the matches where you had AJ Styles taking on Bryan Danielson before Bryan Danielson was massive. There's matches where I know them, Roderick Strong and Bryan Danielson tagged, and I know they did a lot of tag work together because I know they had a match against the Bucks and they worked stiff because it's in the book.
So Joey Ryan actually owns Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. So
see, the thing is there, right? If it's the Joey Ryan that I think it is, might not be.
Was he a wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's the guy that he used to be really famous and then got absolutely
cancelled.
Yeah.
You'd be able to buy that off him. You'd only be able to buy that off him.
Excalibur owns a part of it.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely Tony will be able to buy him out. He's trying to make a living now. He's been cancelled.
What is he doing
PWG was forced into a second hiatus in August 2023 when Super Dragon announced there will be no more PWG shows for the indefinite future, as he needed to attend his girlfriend, who was battling with cancer. In November 2023, the Globe Theatre, PWG's home base, announced it was closing down. Daniel Garcia was their last champ, and Malachi and Brody King was the last tag champs.
Yeah, they had a really good working relationship with
So
AEW.
there's stuff they can get. If people are looking for it, and Lucha Underground as well. If they can get Lucha Underground rights, or find a way to get Lucha Underground on there, you've got that as well over WWE that people want to watch.
Believe Netflix US owns that.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay.
I think Prime might have it over here. But yeah, if you got the bowler stuff alone would draw people in. Go and watch the Battle of Los Angeles from years gone, because you've had, like, say, Malachi Black was in that, Ricochet was in that. We've had AJ, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, Kev Owens. I mean, if they're wrestling under Kevin Steen and El Generico, unless they own the rights to it.
I'd be shocked if they don't.
I think Sammy owns the rights to El Generico, from what I read. I think that was like a couple of years ago that came out. He has the rights to El Generico. Kevin Steen, I think Kevin Owens owns the rights to that. Because when he came into WWE, he was going to use Kevin Steen, but WWE wanted to give him a new name.
I still like to do that.
Yeah.
Still remember the day Finn Balor, Fergal Devitt came on the screen, then it smoked out and changed Finn Balor.
I remember that. They did it with Kenta as well, didn't they? Kenta. They did it with Kenta. Is it Kenta? Is that
Hideo Itami.
Hideo Itami, yeah, because it said Kenta, and then they changed it.
Kenta's using Hideo Itami.
Yeah.
That's it. They changed Fergal from Finn from Fergal to Finn because they reckon people will struggle to say Fergal Devitt.
Well, they would do it. It's American. No offense,
yeah.
No
but
offense.
Kenta would have been easier to say than Hideo Itami.
Itami. Even you got it wrong.
He can't say it.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, he can't say a lot of names, though, to be fair to him. But no, it goes back to the whole thing with streaming with AEW. We say it all the time over here in the UK. I'd watch it more if I could get it on my PS5. Do you know what I mean?
I reckon come January they've got a massive window.
Yeah, they have.
In a lot of areas to try and cash in to build an audience up.
But then if they're not even doing views in the US good as well as they should be doing.
Yeah, but this is it though. If they can get more prime time slots and work with these companies that are losing out on, it could improve. But saying that, you can't. I'll use here again. They can't get a deal with. We'll use TNT, or we'll use Sky Sports because Sky Sports is a bigger deal over here. Mm. You can't get a deal with Sky Sports and put out the content you're putting out.
Yeah. It has to be better content.
You've got to have better content. I will not. I haven't watched this week. I'll probably tune in. I'll probably fast forward to the last match because I've no interest in that internet championship. I'm not interested in it. I actually put it on on Friday on ITV when they were showing up Saturday, and I put it on, and it was Briscoe. Shelton.
Yeah.
I watched about 5 minutes of it, and I just went, you know what? I can't get into it, and I don't mind. I don't mind Briscoe. I don't mind Shelton. I just couldn't get into it.
So I said to you last week when you called me a WWE Matt the other week, I sat there and went, I'm watching AEW in the next few weeks. I'm just going to do it. And I sat there
again.
And
triggered
I
him
watched
again.
Dynamite. Yeah.
Triggered. Rumbled.
You went for a fishing hook and you grabbed a fucking shark. So I watched Dynamite, and I was like, why the fuck am I watching this shit? No wonder I don't watch it. And then I watched it the week after, and I went, I still don't know why I'm watching this. I said to Ted yesterday, I need to watch Collision. And I looked at Collision, and I went, I don't want to watch Collision.
Do you know what, though? Take a leaf out of last night. Last night's Raw was excellent, right? Yeah. And we only had
3 matches?
4 matches.
Was it 4?
Sammy Seth, Gunther, Dom.
Oh, the Intercontinental.
Pete and Truth. The Intercontinental. And the tags. We had 5 matches.
Oh, so we had 5, yeah. But the promos were amazing.
Take away that the first women's match wasn't nothing special.
No.
It was
to build up Rhea and Liv again.
Pete and R-Truth was just a little whatever storyline that's going on.
Yeah.
The tag team match was just to build upon the Liv EO stuff. right? The only two matches that had any really sort of anything to them was the Gunther Dom, because that's building for Gunther and Finn and Priest, and then the Sammy and Seth.
Rollins. Yeah.
The rest was all built around the promos, building up stories and building characters.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we've got a storyline right now. We don't know what the fuck's going on with John Moxley and who's next what or anything. Give me some story on that. Put the fucking... Do you know what? If you want people to tune in Collision and they're interested in the Intercontinental Championship thing, put it all on Collision. Run it through Collision.
Yeah. I'd agree. Put the Continental Classic all on Collision and then have Dynamite for your women's, your men's, your tag, your TNT.
Focus on the stories there. Focus on your stories, because we've got, obviously, the fallout, like, Full Gear's happened. Dynamite just sort of didn't acknowledge Full Gear happened.
Yeah, they didn't. So, well, I think they acknowledged Daniel Garcia, and they acknowledged the ending to John Moxley. That is it. They didn't really do anything else.
So there's nothing coming off the back of the Don Callis family destroying Will.
Mm-hmm.
The Hurt Locker or Hurt Syndicate, nothing off the back of that.
They did cut a promo.
Yeah, they cut
before
a promo
Sheldon's
at the start
match.
of the show.
Yeah.
But it was like
Sheldon,
watching paint dry. It was, honestly, bar the main event, that show was watching paint dry.
I mean, they're missing the Bucks. They're missing Kenny.
Yeah. Fuck
Definitely
Jericho off with this fucking shit that he's doing, man. Because that's
the Learn Tree. The Learn Tree's so dead.
Dead in the water.
If you want to run that, run it through ROH. Run it through ROH.
Yeah.
Put him back over there. I want Jericho. Cut promos. Give me Painmaker. Give me Inner Circle Jericho back. If you want me to be interested in Jericho again, put me back in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
MJF. Well, on TV again.
Did he cut a promo?
He cut a promo.
Yeah, but was it a pre-recorded one again, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
I said MJF cutting pre-recorded promos.
Why is Ricky Starks not on TV?
Ricky Starks got caught on CCTV with his best mate, so he's automatically going to WWE.
So why do you believe it?
But it's not that. Like, if you want, like, yeah, you got Ricky Starks, but it seems like there's a bit of politics going on with Ricky Starks and the guys backstage, and Effie's cost him a bit of work this week as well. The things he's come out and said. But where's Wardlow?
Yeah.
Give me Wardlow, give me big Willie Hobbs. House of Black. Give me some more House of Black on TV.
What's happened with Ricky Starks?
Well, with Effie.
Yeah.
He was booked to work a lot of stuff that Tony Khan gave the okay with GCW. Effie went on a podcast YouTube show and said some stuff about Tony Khan and letting people work for him and stuff like that. And Tony Khan's then pulled Ricky Starks from GCW because of Effie's comments. But Effie has no allegiance other than being a wrestler for him. And their owner's now pissed at Effie as well because he's costing Ricky Starks.
So dumb. So dumb.
But yeah, no, back to the matter. If come the new year, if they don't cash in on this opportunity on TV, and if they do get the chance, they need to improve the quality massively.
Yeah, 100%.
And they need to stop putting all the money onto getting a banger pay-per-view. Because that's what he seems to do. It seems like that's what he does, because the TV's shit, and then a pay-per-view comes along, and I know Full Gear wasn't great. But... And Wrestle Dream was it Wrestle Dream? Wrestle Dream were
Full
fantastic.
Gear was alright. I enjoyed Full Gear, but I get what you mean.
Like, they're not... But I know... How many times have we gone... Like, the start of this year, every single pay-per-view we went, that was a banger pay-per-view. There was nothing wrong with it from top to bottom. And then since All In, it did it again, because it did it last year. It just slows off, and it's like, all right, we'll get to January, then we'll start putting bangers on again. It needs to stop.
All Out was good.
Eh?
All Out was good.
All right, since All Out. All Out was like 2 or 3 weeks later after it. Like, since then, it's all just gone downhill. He needs to stop putting everything into a pay-per-view and start looking at your weekly TV shows. Because your weekly TV
do
shows are
that.
shit.
And stop focusing on the likes of like having Mercedes Moné carry a title and then build a character up to someone to build up to have a lose again.
Yeah.
So, and someone else I've literally just spotted this. Kota Ibushi wrestled at the weekend.
Mhm.
Why not have his fucking return match on AEW?
But him and Kenny will come back together.
Yeah, but still, you could have him at least just.
But then
Just
it's
doing
not as special,
something.
is it, with Kenny coming out?
So Kota Ibushi unfortunately gets the same things that Matt was saying about Penta going to NXT, so the fans
Yeah.
can get to know him. If you're not a New Japan fan, I know he's done a few bits, but it's always been with Kenny and AEW.
But as we saw from the last time, you had him come back to work with Kenny in a state that, for me, he wasn't. He had so much ring rust. And so would it be better
And this
to
is
have him?
probably why. It's probably like why he's letting him wrestle out in Japan. Blow the ring rust off. That's probably why he's agreed to let Kenny have the match against Gabe as his return match to blow the ring rust off.
Because you don't want him to go on national TV and then he fucking just shits it.
So, you imagine, I don't know, the first pay-per-view, we'll use World End. World End's Kenny Omega's coming back from a year off wrestling. Botches left, right, and centre because he's ring rusty.
It's better than doing it on that show than.
No one's going to be talking about, oh my God, Kenny Omega's returned. Oh my God, no, it'd be, oh my God, did you see Kenny Omega like slip and drop such and such a thing? Or he completely missed the cue for the one-winged angel. And no, let him go out and blow some off there. It'll have attention on it because it's Kenny Omega, but it'll have less attention on it if it was Kenny Omega and AEW.
Yeah.
Going up against John Moxley.
It makes sense. It makes sense. You don't want to throw everything at that one thing and it just blows.
It's like when someone comes back in injury from WWE, they do a couple of dark matches. If they've been off for a while, they do a couple of dark matches for a while. Or they go down and do a couple of house shows to come back to blow the ring rust off. You don't want them coming back going full force.
No, of course you don't.
Then dropping somebody on their head.
I was going to say, like they did with CM Punk, but then CM Punk got injured in the Royal Rumble, so that didn't fucking matter.
Yeah, taking a DDT.
But yeah, no, he needs to stop putting all it into the pay-per-view and sort his weekly TV shit out.
Work with some of the talent. Work with the actual talent that they've got, that they brought through, like the likes of Wardlow and Willow and Chris Statlander. And I know you guys are not kidding, but I'm Private Party. Work with Private Party. Make people like them or dislike them because they're heels.
That's what you just put it perfectly on the ad there. You said you guys are not keen on it. Make us keen on them.
Yeah. Either make us like them or make us hate them because they're heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no reason for us to like Private Party. There's no reason for it.
No.
Give us a reason.
But look, when he put effort into the Acclaimed, how over they were.
Yeah. Exactly. And everyone, they were the top merch sellers.
Yeah.
Stupid, man. Stupid. But there's no other big news, really. That was it. Survivor Series?
I've just had something on my notifications from my thingy. We have got another injury from Survivor Series. Sheamus is now out injured with a broken rib.
Oh, yes, he got a broken rib.
Yeah, he got a broken rib, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
All right.
But no, he's got a broken rib. I think, was it a couple of weeks, they said?
I'm not too sure. A rib doesn't take too long, I don't think.
But yeah, no, we'll talk about Survivor Series. Apparently Saturday night's main event is sold out for next week.
Is that next week?
Yeah, that's next Saturday, so that's sold out.
Don't forget to come and join the fellas here and then TikTok for the Saturday night main event.
And NXT this week.
NXT this week as well.
In the Discord, link in the description below. You'll know when we go live or drop a new video. So Survivor Series was this weekend, and we said it was a very good show. We really enjoyed it.
How'd you disappear into the void, mate?
Yeah, there we go.
I was going to say, it started off when we came on live. You were going, God was taking you
were
away
going
down.
up, and now you're going down.
Exactly.
you were going to heaven, now you're going to hell. So yeah, we started off with the Women's War Games match. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley against Liv, Raquel, Nia, Tiff, and Candice. Slow at the start, sloppy by Naomi and Nia.
I blame
They were-
I blame Naomi.
I blame
more than I
Naomi
do.
for that more than Nia. I blame Naomi. Naomi
Them
wasn't ready for it.
Them chair shots though could have hurt, could have killed
Hurt
somebody.
a man.
I'm still waiting to see if Corey Graves tweets about it.
I hope he does. One rule for one, Corey.
It was a bit sloppy, and then we got the introduction of
EO,
which then changed the level because she came out of a bin. Which is that now a thing at War Games?
Yes.
I think it is, isn't it? It's
That's
now
in
a
every
thing.
single War Games now.
Do you know what they need to do the next one though? Is let her get up, and someone gets up, chucks her off the top of it, and they take the bin and do it.
And then do it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because then it's not EO doing it every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, EO done a bin spot, and then we had Rhea Bloody Ripley, who
An amazing mask.
looked amazing.
Yeah,
That mask,
That mask was sick.
which was made by the same person that made the
Bray
Fiend's
Wyatt
mask.
won it, yeah.
The Fiend's match for Bray, and I think Cody's skull one as well, maybe. I'm not sure on that one, but I've seen it floating around in the pictures. Obviously, she's meant to wear a mask because of the orbital bone. Now, this orbital bone, I don't believe it's real.
I think it was. It's not now.
Takes a lot longer than a week or two to heal, mate.
Yeah, I don't think it. No, I don't think it was a full thing. I think they've probably done something to it, and because it was legit, and she was on the injured list on the internal roster as injured, and they only do that when they're legit injured. They don't do it for storylines. I think it wasn't as bad as what they probably thought, and probably just ran with it and went, "Oh, she's healing."
Yeah,
exactly. That's why they did what they did on Raw with her.
I did read something the other day, and it made me chuckle. I was meant to screenshot and send it to you. Somebody tweeted that that WWE are building up Rhea Ripley to be so tough. At this point now, all they need is somebody to come out and take a shotgun and put it to her head, and she goes, "Go on," and shoot her, and then she gets up and no sells it.
Yeah. What did I see?
I like it.
I saw something on Twitter. It's Twitter again, so I apologise. On Twitter again, about someone no selling. Jacob Fatu no selling. When CM Punk did the running knee or something and knocked him down, and he got back
and he hopped straight back up.
And they were going, why does everyone hop on AEW when they do it and not on WWE? And then someone went, because it's Jacob Fatu, he's a Samoan. Like, it's very rare they do that. And it's like Umaga did it, Yokozuna did it, the big ones do it. Where in AEW you can be hit by a tombstone on the stairs and still get up after it.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to Jacob in a minute once we get to the main event.
Fabulous actor is our Jacob Fatu.
But yeah, the women's one, it started off slow, but I did enjoy it. Rhea Ripley put on an absolute stellar show, but we expect that from Rhea. But the rest of the women, once Io and Rhea got in, the rest of the women stepped the gears up as well.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see Candice LeRae in that as well.
Same.
To see Candice LeRae and get some flowers because she deserves it.
Attire, if you get a chance, go back and look at Candice's attire on her pants. There's a little it's actually her face all bloodied from a match against the Young Bucks back in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
Oh, nice.
It was actually blue pants was on Candice LeRae's pants. That's what it was.
Don't try and throw digs here about blue pants. You're well outnumbered about blue pants right now.
Twat. It's because we're not monetized yet, innit?
Remember, just want to remind you, Matt edits the videos.
Good point.
And I am putting a compilation together at the end of the year of everything Ted said and a few things me and John have said. Anyway, the match at the end was very good. Ted, thoughts?
Well, on the women's war games.
No, we're on the third match down, mate.
Okay.
No, we're on women's war games. I was just making sure. Women's war games.
Yeah, we're okay. It was not bad, mate.
Cool. Cheers, Jeff. And then we had Shinsuke Nakamura
that was
against
Ollie with the weather report.
Thanks, Ollie.
It's gonna rain.
Shinsuke against LA Knight. We all went for LA Knight. Surprisingly, Shinsuke won. And
was
we
so
say
good.
surprisingly because it was his first championship match back. We didn't all expect him to win it so soon, but he did. Came out with a new darker entrance. Looks like a beast to be fair. Shinsuke, not lost a step. Thoughts? New champ.
Really,
I was surprised, but at the same point, I was surprised because
you
it
did say
happened.
you
But
wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be. I wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't. Even though I said I wouldn't be surprised if it went through that way. But I think I got it to the point where I was like, no, LA Knight's going to win this again because they'll run it for a little while. But yeah, then I don't think we were paying attention.
We weren't. No, we weren't. Ted ruined it because Ted was like 10 seconds in front of us. And Ted went, oh my God, Shinsuke's won the title. And we went, what?
excuse me?
And then it happened
Yeah.
and we were like, oh, Shinsuke's won.
Yeah, because Ted was ahead of us. And we were ahead of Tomo in the chat. And Tom was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm at the one. I'm
ruined...
not even at the one count yet.
No, all you did you ruin it for us. You ruined it for Tomo as well. Bless him.
But yeah, no, I'm all right with it. I'm good.
Yeah,
So, you know, to give me LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura back and forth for a few weeks.
Yeah, I'll take that to the Rumble and then let him split off at the Rumble.
And then if, you know, throw a couple others in the mix along the lines. I'm all right with that. I'm all right. Get Snap back on TV. I'm good with it.
Yeah, exactly. You're not paying him for surfing anymore. He's actually doing his work.
Or being in Noah for a week. Braun Breaker, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser. Triple threat match for the Continental title. Me and you had Shamo. Yeah, it's this the end. The match was okay. The match was good.
Yeah.
But I'm now done with caring about Sheamus winning the Intercontinental title. I don't care.
I'm not done. I want it even more now. But it's pissing me off that they're not giving them these opportunities because that was a perfect opportunity to take Braun Breaker to the next level and get ready for Royal Rumble.
He could leave it next week at whatever it is at main event, maybe.
Sheamus could have then gone down storyline with Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
And then I reckon the payoff for Sheamus is you could have had the passing the torch, proper passing the torch of Pete Dunne beating Sheamus for the Intercontinental title down the line.
Yeah.
Because I said last night on the stream, I wouldn't be angry with an Intercontinental run for Pete Dunne.
Not either would I.
I want Sheamus to have it even more now, but I'm starting to believe, are we ever going to see it?
Yeah, same.
Nothing on Braun Breaker. I want him to win the Royal Rumble, but
same.
I think that was just poor booking. That poor booking to the finish. That was, to be fair.
Yeah.
Gunther Priest.
Really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, it was a good
really,
match.
really enjoyed it. It was really good. Very hard hitting, as you could tell from Gunther's chest last night. That Raw busted and cut up from all the stiff shots normal shots from Priest.
As soon as you saw Finn come out, you knew down the line at the Royal Rumble, this is a triple threat match.
Yeah.
For the world title.
Yeah. So the main event, it'll be
unless they get ballsy and let Finn win it. Saturday night main event.
Which I won't be mad with.
No, I'm all right with that as well.
I've liked Gunther's reign. Gunther's reign's been good. Get Finn to win it and then have it. I know we don't like Hot Tomato, but have it just between them three now for a bit.
Yeah. But I have a thing I said last night, and I didn't really touch on it really. I said I'll talk about it. After Survivor Series, which was after this match, the way it played out, Priest got into a scuffle backstage.
Yeah, they've shown it on Raw, didn't it?
With Finn, Carlito and JD. No Dom in sight.
Nope.
And Finn's getting very vexed with Dom at the moment.
Yeah, he is.
So, in my little head, my little theory is it's actually going to be Dom that splits Judgment Day up. And to a degree, I reckon Dom's going to cost Finn at Saturday Night Main Event.
I reckon it's going to be Priest. I'll get his revenge on Finn.
I thought it was going to be Priest.
It's going to be Priest.
Reckon they might tease linking Dom and Priest back together.
I wouldn't want that.
No, I don't.
I wouldn't want it, but if they're going to align him, realign him with somebody, I'd rather it be with Priest.
I don't want him to realign with anyone.
No, I want Dom out on his run, but I reckon something's going to come from Dom and Finn. I think that's what's going to implode Judgment Day. And I think you'll feel like Dom could Maybe like Finn did, well, Priest did with Finn, accidentally cost him a title to build up a bit of a feud there.
No, I don't. Not yet. I think Saturday night's main event. It's obvious. Priest is going to cost Finn. Finn's cost Priest twice now.
Finn could be wrestling twice that night.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, innit?
You might have missed it when you fell asleep. He demanded the match against Gunther.
Saw that bit.
Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce says, "I'll talk to you next week about your other title match."
Oh, so they're actually going to defend the titles, are they? That's nice of him.
So Finn could have double duty at main event.
Hopefully he loses the World Tag Titles because I'm fucking done with them holding the titles.
Yeah, it's absolutely pointless.
But Priest will cost Finn for the World
title.
title.
This is probably where it's going to go.
And then it's a triple threat match between the three of them. And in between all that, then you'll have Dom doing what he's doing with Finn. Yeah. You'll have it entwined with it. You won't have Dom costing. You might have Dom costing Finn somewhere down the line, but Saturday night's main event, it's Priest all day long.
Yeah,
it's just too obvious. And we know about WWE. Everything's too obvious at these pay-per-views, which is a bit of a shame. And then the main event: Roman Reigns, Jey and Jimmy Uso, Sami Uso, and CM Punk defeating Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Bronson Reed. Match of the night.
Just so good.
I thought everybody put on an absolute stellar performance. Every single one of them.
The storylines in the match between them all, it was pure cinema. You instead of coming out going, right, okay, we're done with that now, is, well, where do we go with CM Punk? What's the favour? What's Jey gonna do now? He's done with the OG Bloodline. What's Sami gonna do? What's Roman gonna go and do on SmackDown? Because we all know they're going to show up on the Raw of Netflix. But what's the story there? Is that going to be The Rock? Is The Rock going to get involved with Roman Reigns? Is it going to set Rock versus Roman? Like, there's so many things that have come out of that. Main thing is Punk. And what is his favour?
His favour will be a match against Roman if Roman's holding a title.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I just think it'll be a title match regardless of who it is. I think that'll be what it is. I think the way I'd play it out, Seth wins the world title again at Elimination Chamber.
Well, that's where I touched on last night. We're going to have this back and forth chasing the tails of Seth and Punk.
Yeah, the teased it last night.
Punk said last night, "You've got nothing I want, so I'm not interested in you." So that basically said to me last night, we're getting a title back around Seth's waist.
Yeah.
To take it to WrestleMania. Seth. I think it was Seth Punk Mania.
Punk wins.
Annoyingly, that's where it's going to pay off. Annoyingly,
at WrestleMania.
Because it's going to hurt me because it's only going to be me and you sat here doing it. Well, it's going to hurt, but they're going to get a bigger pop if Punk wins at Mania.
Oh, but because Seth will be a heel.
Oh, Seth be full heel. Seth's going heel. Seth has to go heel for this because as much as they'll try and push Punk, the crowd are not going to boo Punk.
Yeah,
they're not going to be Seth.
Punk's the anti-babyface now.
They're not going to be Seth, but
whichever way you word it.
Seth's going to have to work the heel on this, and obviously we'll talk about Raw.
And that's why it went down how it did last night on Raw. But we'll talk about Raw because.
Let's talk about the Samoan, the big Samoan first. We touched on really quickly.
Yeah, we're all right. We've got some time yet. Yeah, Jacob Fatu.
MVP in the match.
Defo.
100%. That guy's so.
Oh no, I don't agree with that. Actually, I don't agree with that. There's one better. I thought was one better. Jimmy Uso. I thought Jimmy Uso in that match was absolutely tremendous from start to finish. I've rewatched the match back. Jacob Fatu was fucking mint, and we all thought he was injured, and it turns out he's actually not. And he literally did that on the fly, and no one knew. But I thought Jimmy did so well in selling everything that the new Bloodline did to him, plus doing the cinematic bits as well with Jey and Sami and Roman and Punk, that I think Jimmy needs to be given his flowers in this match more than anyone.
Absolutely. It was good. For me, I'd just say Jacob just pinched him for me. That's obviously my thoughts. I just feel everything Jacob did, the no selling, like you touched on before. He's a different cut of a breed from everyone.
He's so good. He's so good.
He genuinely. Obviously, we got out ring. We had Roman Reigns, we had CM Punk, we had Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Solo, and he looked like the main eventer in that match.
Yeah, he did. He was
Even
so
though
good.
Roman's the big guy in that match, he is the eyes on. Jacob went out there to go, no, I'm here.
I'm
Look
the
what I
big
can
dog
do.
now. He would have been.
But Jay was great. Jimmy was really good. I did enjoy Jimmy because he put the work in. Jimmy took the big bumps off the top. Sammy, fair play to Sammy taking the tsunami as well.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. Jacob was just awesome. Like I say, that had it. All of us were fearing for him with that injury. Even Bronson, I think Bronson checked. I think if you watch it back, Bronson's like stops.
Bronson did,
wrestling.
Solo did, and Tamatonga did.
Completely stops in the middle of the match, like, Jacob, you all right? And Clay's like, yeah, I'm fine. Fuck off.
Yeah. Tonga lowered his arm. We don't know how bad that is. We don't know if it's legit. There's nothing that's come out
but he
of
carried
that.
on.
You know, he did carry on. That's what I'm saying, though. But we don't know if it's legit or anything. He carried on the match. He did really well. To be fair, he didn't fuck up once. To be fair to him.
We know how to stop that from happening. He wrestles one-armed.
Yeah. He did better with one arm than he did with two.
He
didn't have to do a low blow either.
No.
But no, just for me, Jimmy's just... I can't believe how well Jimmy did, because I weren't expecting anything from Jimmy, to be fair. But since all this has started to come back together, Jimmy's been the key. Not the key.
Jimmy's the glue to the whole
word?
bloodline.
The EVP for me. Jimmy's the EVP of this whole thing coming back together. Of the bloodline as a whole, I'd give it to Jacob. But this whole thing with the OG bloodline and getting back together and believing it could happen, I think Jimmy's just the EVP of it all. But Jacob Fatu, man, I agree. Like, if he's not holding the world title within the next 2 years, something's gone wrong.
Oh yeah, massively. 100%.
I would go coming out of this. Obviously, we've got LA Knight in that for a little while. Whatever the payoff at the end of that is, put that person against Jacob.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
Give Jacob the US title for a run, for a while, get him working as a champion, and then move him up into the big title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that was Survivor Series. If you want to go and watch our live reactions, they are up on the channel, along with all lives up from Backlash this year. Because we always started doing it from Backlash this year with all AEW, WWE, and NXT pay-per-views, so go and watch them.
There might be one missing because of copyright strikes.
There's Heatwave that's missing, NXT Heatwave. And
another WWE one.
A WWE one.
Yeah, Bash at Berlin.
Was it Bash? Yeah, it was Bash in Berlin. And not there because of copyright issues. But all the others are there, so go and watch them. They're really good. We have a laugh on them. And people trigger me. Educate yourself, prick. Anyway.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw. Ed, I'll let you lead with it because you watched it live last night.
Yes, I was live last night over on the TikTok channel. Wrestling Fellas over on TikTok. Don't forget to go follow us there as well. Matt will be live on Friday on there, and then the Fellas will be live there and on YouTube on Saturday for NXT. But yeah, what a Monday Night Raw.
Quality.
I said before we came on, probably the best Monday Night Raw this year. Probably one of the best Monday Night Raws in a very, very long time as well. So we opened up with my least favourite person, CM Punk. I nearly called him his old name then.
Oh, you haven't done that in a while, mate. That'll be on a t-shirt.
I promise you I'll stop. I did promise you I'll stop.
That'll be on a t-shirt when we do merch.
Yeah, I'll take. You're
gonna take that one? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
That's fine.
Yes, we opened up with Punk talking about how he's got this plan to make it somewhere and do something. He stood up the ropes and he pointed in a direction of where the Mania sign will be.
I got so confused when he did that. It's like that over there, and I'm like, There's nothing
Yeah,
over there.
that'll
you
be
know.
where the Mania sign will be after from Royal Rumble onwards.
Yeah.
And obviously got interrupted by the revolutionary, the architect, Seth freaking Rollins. So happy that he interrupted him because he was boring the shit out of me
Crying
talking
like
about
a bitch he is.
Road to WrestleMania. Obviously Seth sort of threw down the challenge to him.
Do you know what? I loved it last night. I loved it the way he said, "I should have knocked you on your ass on the first sight." I thought, like going back to last year, that's fucking mint. I love that the way they did that.
Do you know what? It would have been funny though if Seth. It would have been great now in hindsight if Seth walked past him and just took him out on the debut at Survivor Series.
Do you know what though? When they shown the backstage footage on YouTube the other week, and they cut out the Seth Rollins bit, and they kept Seth out of it, and shown everybody else, but kept Seth out of it, it was well done. Because if he would have shown Seth coming back and actually shaking his hand and going business, then we wouldn't believe anything that's going on now. They kept alive with
this. They kept Drew out as well. I do believe there is a little bit of real life tension lying underneath there, but I believe they're both professionals are going to work it.
We've seen pictures with Punk, Seth, and Drew all together at ringside, and the professionals.
But I wouldn't say after Monday Night Raw they'll go and grab food together.
No,
I don't think they've got that sort of friendship, not at all. But they're professionals. But yeah,
it's like sorry to cut you off again. It's like when he came back and Roman got asked, "Would you work with Punk?" and he went, "It's business. If it's to do with business, I'll work with him, but I ain't going to see him outside of it." Same thing with
people
Seth.
need to remember as well. If people are like, it's like. There's a clip from when Punk was in AEW and someone asked Seth if he'd want him back in WWE and he called him a cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, no one's going to forget that. So,
no.
I'm not.
I know you fucking won't. You don't fucking shut up about him.
But yes, so then we had a scuffle between Punk and Seth that got split up by Sammy.
Knocked him on his ass though, didn't he?
He did knock him on his ass like he said he should have done.
I saw your eyes lit up.
That was great. I was ready for that curb stomp. Can we get the breeze blocks back for that match? That's all I'm going to say.
Fucking hell. Jesus.
But yeah, so they were split up. I didn't hear what he said about Jay. I missed that bit.
He said, "Go running back to Roman, Jay."
Right, okay. Because then that triggered
that's
Sammy.
When Sammy went, "You can't speak about Jay, so like that."
Yeah, and he did apologise.
He did.
Seth apologised.
It's family, and yeah.
But then that triggered us for probably one of the best in-ring promos.
Back and forth, yeah. It was sick. It's so good.
In-ring promos, probably the best this year.
Yeah, by miles.
Obviously, you got your cinematic ones from WrestleMania, and I believe the one last week was really good as well.
We all say about WrestleMania, though, is it's a different time, so we kind of take
it's a magic of Mania.
Yeah,
it's got a different feel to it.
So that was great. Take April away from it. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Say, Roman saying how, Roman Seth talking about how, getting back to Roman's building the monsters up that they took down, building up. And then Sammy just threw it back. The monster, that's the monster you created when you hit him in the back of the chair.
Yeah.
I popped. I was so
I
like,
love
oh
that
my
Sammy
God.
went, and then I love how Seth went back and went the same way you did.
Yeah.
With Roman.
I like how they both have. If you think about it in hindsight now, they both sort of have the same meeting point. Yeah. They worked with him and they both took him out the same way. Yeah. Well done by WWE. If you did that on purpose, well done. If it's an accident, fucking well.
It's worked well for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well. But yeah, the promo's great. If you haven't watched it, go to WWE's channel and watch that promo. It was excellent.
Definitely.
Then we were backstage with Judgment Day, starting of imploding. Finn starting to take that leadership role, and I think Liv noticed it last night.
Liv did, yeah, I noticed that.
And obviously we led to Liv and Raquel versus Damage Control because we've got Liv EO at main event.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Liv and Raquel won.
Which led to Mami coming out after the attack.
Which led to Mami coming out and Mami getting launched eyeball first into the corner of the desk.
Rest in peace, Mama.
She does. We'll just wear that mask.
She was fine afterwards. After the show, she had a little back and forth with Io and Kairi, saying that she won't get involved in the main event out of respect. But No matter who wins that match, she's coming back from the belt.
Well, one of the matches is going to be Raquel versus Rhea in it because it was supposed to happen at Crown Jewel, but never did because of the injury.
Yeah, we'll get that at some point.
that'll
So
be
probably
a main
have
event.
more next week, maybe.
That'll be on main event.
Depends what they're stacking on it, because it seems like they're putting a lot of titles on the line at main event.
Yeah, we won't get the US title. I'll talk about Raw and we'll talk about main event after.
So yeah, and then we had the first round of the Women's Intercontinental Tournament. We had Kaden Chance,
Just release her. Let her
Shayna
go to
Baszler,
GCW.
and Dakota Kai.
Just let her go to GCW and kick someone's head in.
Dakota Kai won, as you tell by Matt.
Come on, Dakota.
I have nothing against Dakota Kai. I think Dakota Kai is fantastic.
Nah,
But, mate,
Shayna should have won that one, and then so
Why?
we should lose her one.
yeah.
You want to keep them separate.
Or if you're going to do it, have them face each other and there's no blow. Like, they're just still partners after it. Like,
Yeah.
you see, because that's Shayna versus Zoe is a match I actually want to see.
So do I.
But, like, I think after this, I think Zoe's got a very good chance of winning this. After what happened.
She's got to be in a favourite spot, one of the
I
favourite
think,
spots.
because, I don't know whether you've seen one of the
and
Nia's
Lyra.
Instagram post. Nia put an Instagram post on Shayna Baszler's chatting shit about Dakota in the back. Obviously, it's all kayfabe. I hope she gets injured. And then Sonya Deville goes, well, it's down on Zoe now. Zoe needs to go and win this for all three of us. So I think Zoe's probably got probably the best, probably going to win it. Zoe or Lyra.
I reckon
I hope
Lyra.
Zoe.
Looking at-
I hope
I
Zoe.
said it last night as well, though, and I know you two were like, oh, no. I'd be okay with Natty taking it.
No.
But that's me just,
No.
I'm still in that search for Natty's payoff for all the work she does for them.
No.
I know you
That
wouldn't want it.
title is for someone that's ready to step up or needs to get ready to step up to the
Yeah,
world
that's
title.
why
That's
I'm
what
good
it's
with
there
Lyra.
for.
Good with Lyra, good with Zoe, but I wouldn't be upset with Natty. It's a Natty payoff that she gets.
Pissed me off.
I know it will.
And it's listen. I'm past the point of hating Natalia because I don't hate Natalia. I just think her promos are so boring. It's unreal. But I think she's on the level of Mickie James for me, where she needs to be given the flowers because she has done what she's done in the business. But she can't win that title. It's like when we say Bayley can't win the US title.
No.
She
Chelsea
can't.
Please don't give it
She
Bayley.
has to stay away from it. It's not made for Bayley. It's not made.
No,
for
that's
Natalia.
made for Chelsea Green. The US one, definitely 100%. I want Chelsea Green on that one.
Chelsea or
Most-
Meacham, and then this one's Lyra or Zoe.
Yeah.
Has to be. Or Dakota.
Me-
I wouldn't even mind Dakota winning it, to be quite honest with you.
Meacham's worked her ass off for it.
She has.
I
Chelsea.
prefer Chelsea though.
I prefer Chelsea. I think we all prefer
I prefer
Chelsea.
Chelsea, but I
I
won't
wouldn't
be
be mad
upset
to
if
see Meacham win it, though.
No.
I wouldn't be pissed off.
But yeah, so we had that, and obviously Shayna won. Then we went
No, she
into.
didn't.
Actually,
Dakota did.
Shayna lost. Sorry, Caden. The Colt Kai won.
Yeah.
Then we went into. Did we go straight
New Day?
into? No. Did we have?
Give me a sec. I've got it up.
Did we have Bron Breakker? No.
No. We had New Day.
New
So
Day.
we went into the New Day segment, celebrating 10 years of New Day. So it started out with Kofi and Xavier coming to the ring. The ring was decorated like they do with these events, moments in time. I did 100% think we're getting a full-on Xavier turn because
Yeah,
of
me
the
too.
plaques behind as well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I thought that was where it's going to go. Look, Big E's win this here. You've won this
Kofi's won
here.
that
Where's
there. There's
mine?
nothing there. Yeah.
I got this crown. Anyway, so they were teasing split. They want to do an amicable split. Then Big E's music hit. And he was emotional with the reaction.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
He gets to the ring and he talks to the boys and about how they were there for him. Kofi was then my bedside, and Kofi was there when his baby was born and brought his baby to see him and stuff like that. So he was going to come back to be there for them and be their managers.
Yeah.
Which Xavier then cut the heel promo, which I was expecting. But then fucking Kofi got involved.
Mr. Always Happy-Go-Lucky Kofi Kingston.
became a big meanie and was horrible to
E.
Big E, and basically blamed Big E for everything that's happened to them since Big E got injured. Xavier made examples of Stone Cold returning and
Edge.
Bret Hart returning from broken neck.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, that was
Edge.
the other one. And Edge. And he even said, "Oh, I had a ruptured tendon off the bone and I was back within 9 months, and that was all because of you." And they basically sent Big E packing.
Yep.
I was ready to throw fists.
It was uncomfortable to watch.
Remember
It was
your
not in a
mouse.
way where it was like it was bad booking or bad storytelling, because it really wasn't. It was uncomfortable to watch
fantastic.
because it felt like your mate was being absolutely bullied and you wanted to go and stick up for him.
Yeah, it's literally like a group of bullies that got my mate, but I can't get in to save him.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get in rings, throw fists,
Yeah.
and protect Big E, because it's protect Big E at all costs.
It is.
So, as I said to the fellas before we came online, they have now joined an elusive list of mine. They're on the same list as CM Punk. But I'm still on board for Xavier Mania.
Yeah, kayfabe.
I'm adding him to John's list.
You just made the list.
You just made my list. But yes, I was fuming. I was upset for Big E. But what a heel turn. What a heel. No one's seen that coming. No one's seen Kofi's heel turn coming.
No.
And he did it the right way.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself before in the car, has Kofi ever been heel? And then I thought, at the start of New Day, they were heel, but no one booed Kofi. Kofi always got cheered, and the other two did get booed. He's never been a heel. So this is going to be
Kofi's
so interesting.
Getting booed now.
Yeah, this is going to be so interesting to see how Kofi deals. Like, the bright coloured outfits and cosplay. As a heel, I don't think you can go down that road unless it's cosplay
No, that's
to deal
all
with
gone.
the bad guys.
If they're gonna do the cosplay, you're gonna get like the darker colour, or even the white and purple from the baddies from Dragon Ball.
Or
that
like
sort of
bad
stuff.
Guys from Mortal Kombat or Tekken or something.
Yeah.
That's the way you're gonna have to do it if you really want to go down. But I wouldn't. I would strip that back from Kofi and Xavier and go, right, if you're heels, you're going pure heel.
Pure black outfits.
Yeah.
Like, change the whole feel of New Day. Do you know what? Get them to drop the New Day name.
Yeah.
Get rid of the New Day and come up with something else. So just be called Kofi and Xavier. And if they ask why they don't want to be known by New Day, just say because it associates us with him.
Yeah.
Don't even mention say it associates with Big E. It associates with him because they're not acknowledging Big E.
They can't say his name. Yeah.
So
we spoke about it before we came on. Does this mean? Because to me, the way it seemed is that he's gonna come back, and he's nearly on the verge of getting cleared, because the way they were talking about it, and then the way Xavier turned around and went, "Let's face it, and let's tell the truth. You're never going to come back."
Yeah.
To me, that says he's nearly there. They just got to do a few more tests to make sure he's ready, which could take another couple of months. Maybe at the Rumble. Xavier and Kofi are in the ring, thinking, "Yeah, we're going to get that."
I'm sitting on the fence, and I think it's more because I'm sitting on the fence for that emotional
you don't want to get your hopes up.
Yeah.
Because
if we get to the point where, like, yes, you know what, that's a sign that Big E's ready to come back. We're getting Big E. Because I've said it on record, I want Big E back. I don't want to get to the point where it doesn't work, and we're getting that, because it's going to be heartbreaking. Whatever way, if he can't continue, it's going to be heartbreaking whatever way do. But at the same point, if I'm sitting and I'm ready for not to get that news, and number 22 in the Rumble, it's Big E's music, you know, it comes
and just see it,
and he dumps Kofi and Xavier straight out of the ring.
Yeah,
I'm going to pop massively.
What'd be really good is if he came out to the New Day's music. So say Xavier and Kofi.
I think he needs, to get the pop. He got a really good pop last night, but I think we need the
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we need the whole Big E microphone, because the crowd's going to go mad.
Yeah.
And it ended, I'm here to kick some ass or something like that, and he runs the ring and puts them two straight out.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a long one. It's an hard one if he does it. Indianapolis, don't you dare be sour.
So I'm coming down there to kick their asses.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm still preparing for the worst because I have said it on tape many times that that's the next big wrestling heartbreak for me.
Yeah.
If Big E can't return because of that. But if he returns, I'm going to be buzzing. Absolutely.
Well, we're watching it live at yours at the Rumble.
But my problem with thee is, right, and no, if he
there is no problem with it.
No.
Problems with me.
Let me finish my thing. So, let me finish. So he's gonna fall into that bracket with me though, with Daniel Bryan, is because he's been hurt that bad, and you know how serious the injury is. I'm always gonna be worried and really cautious of him doing moves in the ring, him taking bad botches, things like that. Which it's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. It makes me care a little bit more, but I'm always sat there in the back of my mind. I hope he doesn't get hurt again. I'd say is my point.
The thing is on that though, mate, is the way I look at it, and I get where you're coming from, because it's like Edge as well. But any wrestler that steps in the ring, mate, and look at Droz, they can be absolutely 100% fit and never had an injury in their life. Something goes wrong, it ends up, and it's career ended. It's happened, and it's probably not a great way to look at it. But if they're willing to have these injuries and come back and put it at their risk, yeah, it's gonna be shit. But that's their choice to come back.
And the fact that they're going to be working with. If he comes back, he's working with Kofi and Xavier, the two people that love him more than anyone.
Yeah, we've not got to worry about them, Tombstone and Big E, because they're not.
As much as he's improved, and he's main eventing this weekend against Trick, he's not against Ridge.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ridge has come on leaps and bounds, and he's so much better, safer wrestler than he is, because he went down to NXT. He put it all in the back, and he's worked on his actual in-ring stuff. And now he's main eventing, like we said, Deadline against Trick. But he's not against the Trick. He's not against a Ridge. He's against the two guys that he knows will be the safest people in the ring with. And even if he faces someone like a Seth or a Drew or a Jay or a Roman, they're safe. Punk I'd be a little bit wary of because of his injury crisis that he always has. And that if he lifts him up, because he struggled lifting Solo up in War Games, Punk. But even Solo's a safe.
So I'd say if Big E comes back, he's going to deal with his two best mates. They're going to go the
test for him to see if he can do it.
Yeah, they're going to go the extra mile to make sure he is safer than safe. Then after that, we're not going to get Matt said, we're not going to get Tozawa and Big E. Big E's not going to fall into that bracket where he's taking on he's going to be working to like a Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and some big bronze from Reeds and the Braun Strowmans, the guys that
Kevin,
the guys that are going to make sure that he's safe. If they withdraw against, and I know you've used them, and I don't want to keep bringing them back up, but hypothetically speaking, if they're drawn against Ridge Holland again, then maybe there'd be a bit of worry, but I don't think we can see that. And Ridge has got better. And I can guarantee if he wrestled Ridge would be on his A game that night because he will not want anything to go wrong because Ridge might as well, even if it's an accident, Ridge might as well just step out of the ring and never wrestle again if he injured Big E again.
Yeah, no, I don't. He'd be the first one to fucking put his boots in and go, I'm done. I can't do it.
Yeah.
He was gonna retire after the Big E thing. But Sheamus and Pete Dunne were adamant to tell him to keep on going.
I'm sure Big E probably had words as well.
Big E. I think he put on Twitter as well, stop going at Ridge.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
Shit happens, and it.
Nia.
Yeah.
And she's come on.
Nia's got a lot better. Nia's so much better now.
I think the quality as well. Of people working backstage and stuff, the trainers and the working, because he might be main roster, but he'll still work out in the PC.
Yeah.
So they'll work kinks out and things, and all that'll happen with you'll probably find Big E's matches will be very, very well choreographed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially with the two people they can trust more than anyone.
Yeah. So it'll be the same with like when Edge has got a match, it'll be choreographed. There'll be certain moves that'll be taken out of people's repertoires that could potentially put them at risk.
Look who he's faced since he's come back. It's like Roman, Seth, AJ, Damien Priest,
Randy,
Christian, Sheamus, and then Malachi.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's one of them.
I know what you're saying though. I'm the same. When I watch Edge wrestle, I'm like.
Oh, it's between the fingers behind the cushion moments.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
I get what you mean.
It's because we care about him that sort of.
I don't want to see Edge like that again. I can't go down that route again and cry for a week. And then we're going to see Edge wrestle again. And then he comes at the Rumble and cry another week that he's come back. Do you know what I mean? And then I cry when he's at Clash at the Castle. I can't. Do you know what I mean? Emotional, man.
Yeah.
Emotional.
So
so we had the New Day.
Yeah, so we had the New Day, and then we had backstage segment. Gunther and Finn demanding a match, but Gunther threw it back on Finn and actually give it to Dom because Dom's got a win over Priest.
Which I loved.
Then we went into, was it the Pete Dunne R-Truth match?
No, then it was Dom versus Gunther.
Oh, it was Dom then Gunther. Dom actually looked all right at the beginning.
Really good. I thought he was going to win. I thought he got the win with the low blow.
When he had that 619, I would have blew my mate. That would have been the clip of the year because I would have been gone mad.
Yeah, I would have. Especially Gunther, mate. That Dom getting that win over Gunther would just fuel the fire over the Finn thing, and plus put Dom up there for a title shot down the line.
And it would have been the greatest bit of unknown booking WWE's ever done.
Can you imagine the Twitter feeds after, what is WWE doing with Gunther? They've ruined him.
They've let Dom Mysterio beat him.
Pin him, and Damien Priest can. Are you joking?
Yeah.
But that would have worked well with the self-confidence thing that Gunther's going through. Would have been perfect if that little dirty Dom Mysterio pinned him. Next week on Raw, he gets his rematch and absolutely obliterates Dom and takes his belt back. But little Dom takes the win.
Wins the world title before Finn does.
Stands in the ring, does the Eddie Shuffle and goes, "It's for you, Dad."
And then next week, Gunther kills him.
Gunther sends him to see his dad.
Jesus.
But yeah, so that was good. Yeah, and then we led into the Pete Dunne R-Truth, which was they did its job to put them both TV.
The Butch thing, wasn't it? That's all it was. There's a bit of comedy after the New Day.
Then Jay was sat backstage, and Sammy came to see what was going on. Put 3 and 3 together and got 12, and went out straight away and blamed Seth. And obviously it was Seth, then Sammy, then good match going. Then Sammy, when he got the steel chair, went to hit Seth with it while he was down. Seth was able to talk him around, like basically just said, "You know me." He did say, "You know me. I'd hit you. I wouldn't hit you from behind," sort of thing. If I want to take you out, I'll take you out. Sam sort of like, threw the chair out, got rolled up by Seth. Seth then. That's the beginning of the heel turn, because Seth then said to him, "I love you. I absolutely love you. I love your heart, but you need to start using your head." As he stood out the ring, Sam stood up the ropes. The crowd was going mad. And I'm like, why are they going mad? Solo's, I'm in my head going, Solo's behind him.
Solo's behind him with his hood up.
Yeah, Solo's got his black hoodie back.
Throwback.
No, somebody else borrowed Solo's black hoodie.
They did. It was very tight on him as well.
Yeah, very snug.
Yeah.
Kicked Sammy's head into the 5th row with the Claymore, and it was the return of the big DM Hunk himself, Drew McIntyre.
DM Hunk.
Which I'm very happy with. Glad to see him back. I hope he's okay and in good place because I believe it was family reasons. Now leading up to what we all think that it's going to be Drew taking out anybody to align himself with Punk at War Games. Also leading up to him going after Roman as well because he has issues with the Bloodline, and obviously aligning with Sammy on this crusade. Not Sammy, Seth on this crusade to turn Seth full heel.
Bleacher Report have put here, backstage, Pearce informed Balor that he would get a world title opportunity against Gunther at Saturday night's main event. He also told the Irishman that he will be defending the tag titles next week on Raw.
He never said he was defending. He says, we'll talk next week about your other titles.
Oh, right.
The other tag title.
He will defend his titles next week.
Yeah, he didn't say defend. He said, we'll talk next week about your other titles. Because then Finn was stood there. And this is
That
what makes me
door's
think
just
they're
going,
going to
lads.
book
I'm
him.
just going to have to go to the door.
Yeah. It's all right. Finn was stood there like proper perplexed. He's like, talk about my titles like they were hinting at a double duty or main event.
I'm just going to have a look now, just so we can clear it up for the viewers, that's all. I don't think it's on there. It's not. Nice one, WWE. Cheers. Oh, yeah, Carry In as well. Give a challenge out to the White Six and the White Six.
Yes, so next Monday night you got White Six against Last Testament and Miz. 8-man tag match.
Should be good.
Should be a good one. I think something else was booked last week, but I missed it when it was showing it.
Yeah, I hate when they don't put the highlights on properly. It's like they miss half of it and just give up on the rest. But yeah, no, good Raw. A very good Raw. I enjoyed it. Obviously, when I woke up, I had to go back and rewatch the main event. A great Raw. We got a good couple of weeks coming up in December. Not just the channel itself, but on wrestling. We've obviously got the Continental Classic carrying on in AEW. I'm trying to fit in other promotions, mate. Turning Point was Friday. Turning Point was Friday on TNA. Very good event. If you want to go and watch it, try and find it or pay £900 for TNA Plus. But Turning Point was really good. So go and give Turning Point a watch. The main event was good between Eddie Edwards and Nick Nemeth for the world title, and then a certain cowboy that John hates got involved, and a turkey known as Kurt Hawkins. Not Kurt Hawkins, Brian Myers, sorry. But yeah, TNA was on there. Like I said, TNA, the old retro TNA is coming back in the new year. Once I kind of get to know what my shifts are properly.
Someone did mention last night, I think it was the real Roman Reigns last night, mentioned about would we do potential WCW, ECW, and maybe some older WWE ones down the line.
Yes, I would like to.
Yes.
It'd be on Discord.
Yes, so go into Discord. Anything like that, it's like Matt's doing a TNA one. We'll see how it works out and how successful it is. And then we could move in. We're still a baby channel compared to a lot of the other ones out there. So we are seeing what you guys like. So we want to make content for you guys. So the top fives, we know you guys like top five because you interact with them. There's plenty of viewerships on it. Stuff for the live streams. We need to know what you want. But yeah, any new things like that will be announced in the Discord. If you want to see them, hit the Discord there. We'd also do little shorts as well as TikToks about them. If obviously you don't, some people don't like Discord and don't have it, so we get that too. But yeah, we've got Deadline this weekend. Yep. We've got SmackDown Friday, so that'll be live on TikTok.
I don't think
Deadline will be live
just yet.
Deadline will be live on TikTok and YouTube with Matt and Ted.
Deadline. And then, sorry, mate, go on.
And then Monday Night Raw, we'll be back with Ted. And obviously, we'll have another recording before then. If Dynamite's got anything interesting, we might drop something on that. So if it's got anything interesting this week.
The highlight match that's been put on is Penelope Ford versus
Anna Jay.
So we probably won't be dropping anything about AEW this week.
We won't be talking about Dynamite next week because it sounds dead.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch this week because I'm back on a normal working rota and stuff.
I'll still watch it. I'll still watch it on Triller on the Thursday, but if nothing happens, we ain't talking about it because there's no fucking point.
And I don't think off Saturday stream, we've had a few people asked us about merch. It was brought up again last night. It is in the works now. Now we know people are interested in it. as I said last night, just in case anybody's, we're trying to find a way to do it cost effectively for you guys, because we don't want to find someone that's going to do this merch, but then it's going to cost you £30 to buy a t-shirt from us, or $30 for your ETC. ETC, by the way, your shipping fees will be astronomical.
Yeah.
So we're trying to find a cost-effective way. But if you are in the Discord, jump in, say hello, let us know what you would like to see if we did, or when we do. It's not if we did, when we do get the merch up and running. Because obviously we could do the generic hoodies and t-shirts, but if you want, like, we need to know what you guys are interested in. So when we do start to speak to people about getting it made, can you do this as well? Because this is what they're asking for.
I know you all want thongs and underwear, but not just yet. You're not getting a thong with my face on it.
Oh, but we'll see. But yeah, even if you like, because wrestling stuff comes in a generic black. If you don't want us to do black and like colorways, you want colorways and stuff as well, let us know, because then we know what we can cater for you guys. Because if we know what you guys want, we can then speak to people and say, well, look, this is what the people want. Because that's what our goal is, to entertain you guys and give back to you guys and do that. But yeah, any announcements or any polls or anything about that, though, that will be in the Discord. So if you want to know more about the merch when it does get more information, you've got to be in that Discord. The link's below.
Definitely. Well, like you said, NXT's this weekend. Card dead quick. Wesley against Javon Evans, Nathan Frazier, Ethan Page, and someone that's been decided this week in the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Obviously, the winner gets the NXT title shot, normally at Vengeance Day. Sol Rucco, Stephanie Vaquer, Zarya, Julia, and somebody else that's to be announced, which is already fucking stacked with them in it. Same thing for the women's. Trick versus Ridge for the NXT title, and then Nathan Frazier and Nate are defending the titles in against the winner of the Battle Royal that happens this week on NXT as well. So 4 matches up to now. They'll probably get another 2. Tony D'Angelo will probably defend his title somewhere down the line on there as well. So go and check out us doing the live for NXT Deadline. Me and Ted on that one. That should be fun. I think it's 1 o'clock. Oh no, 12 o'clock I think it is. So we'll be
the announcement for the start time will be in the Discord as well as TikTok.
No doubt our fan page, Wrestling Fellas Order, will put it on as well for you.
Yeah.
He always does.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I think we've come to a nice point at the end of this week's main event. I know we've promoted it a lot, but yes, social media's out there. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, X, all Wrestling Fellas now. Every one of them are on Wrestling Fellas. Discord as well. The link in it is there below. Make sure you tap that. If you are watching us here and you haven't subscribed, why? But do us a favour, hit the subscribe button. The fellas are aiming for 1,000 by the end of the year.
904.
So we need 96. Find friends that have YouTube and just follow us. Just do it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, our goal is 1,000 by the end of the year. Matt's promised to cry on screen if we make it. So make sure we get to 1,000. Also go across to the TikTok and follow there. Hit the bell here for whenever the videos go out and know when the lives are going live. The only other thing was there is a EuroShop link below if you are looking to buy something. We're not bothered if you do or you don't now. But I know they've got sales on. I know it's Christmas and stuff coming up. So if you are thinking about buying somebody or yourself a shirt for Christmas or a bit of merch, whatever, for Christmas, use the link below. We get a little bit back off it. And we've now sorted stuff out so we can start to use that to develop content for you guys. But until next time, fellas, if I've not forgot anything.
Nope.
You done well there.
Don't forget to join Matt on Friday, Ted and Matt on Saturday. Matt's here over on TikTok on Friday for SmackDown, here on TikTok for Deadline. Ted on Monday. And then we're going to have a video recorded for Tuesday. We'll have a video on Tuesday. But yeah, peace out. Till next time.
Peace.